That's so cool.
I wasn't expecting such a reaction.
I didn't expect it to work.
I think it toggles it.
That's so
But,
cool. I like popping it out so I can like make it bigger. But then of course like
oh, that's
I
a good
make
idea.
it bigger and it covers up the roll, so it's like, why isn't it rolling? And I realize that it's like, what level do you want to cast this at? I'm like, oh. Not obviously not cast this at, but you know, like what, like twofold advantage or disadvantage? I'm like, oh, it was trying to roll.
Alrighty. Well, last dragon on Dungeons and Weeks. Oh man, I don't know why I said last week. Last 2 months on Dungeons and Dragons. You know, we played. Had a brief game, fucked around, found out, did some stuff, talked to some people. And as you guys are sort of settling or taking a day or so to recover from the last large venture you all have taken inside the mind of Ariamvel and dealt with the aftermath of such. Holy fuck. I'm trying to remember everything y'all did because man, oh fucking man.
Oh, can you stop? I know I've got Jugun got a dinner invitation from Abarlona of House Kellum, who oversee the dead. Sparks.
Didn't we have like plan to meet the king for our reward for?
Let me.
Or did we already do that?
Let me see here. Kalis visited the Moving Wilds. I visited Baron again.
Sorry. Let me check one thing very briefly.
Sparks talked to Joanna and became taller again. I don't have anything about after the Aaron cared, so I'm not sure that I noticed. Festre?
Lag the fuck out.
Oh
Yeah, me
no.
too. You're good now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I said I don't know about the reward thing because I'm not sure Taryn cared, so I don't know that I noted it down.
I think you all asked him for a new place to stay, if I remember correctly. Is that correct?
That rings a bell.
Fuck, what else was there?
I think you also talked about a ship, like an airship. I'm not sure that.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost my orange notebook. It disappeared like 3 weeks ago because I needed it for another game, and I have no idea where the fuck it's been. And it's actually really irritated me because there's a lot of important shit in that book, and it kind of is just gone, which don't make no sense because it's sitting on my desk.
Pillow?
What?
It's under your pillow.
I literally yesterday cleared everything off under my bed. No, 2 days ago. If I can vacuum that shit.
Are we still doing a recap?
Yeah, kinda.
Is Thestre? Is that a name that rings a bell? Thestre,
So what
Vel's
I
personal
have
friend
from
in the Outer City.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what we learned. That's all we learned about him. We learned the Undercity is this lawless domain, sort of divorced from the city, and it's has a resource scarcity because it's just in darkness. We could find Thestre there. I don't know what the significance of Thestre is, but maybe
Thestre the Medusa, or was that the Lich?
I don't know. I think we just had
check my stuff.
Vel's personal friend in the Undercity beneath Revedia. I just want to make sure that I was reading my handwriting correctly, that it does say Thestre.
Yeah,
I think Vel might
you know
be in
that,
Grimrock.
I don't know what that means.
Grimrock is a place where he might be laying low for the time being. It has much advanced technology for security.
So we learned that Ariam doesn't remember any. He was from the age of the floating cities, but he doesn't remember any city in the heart of Revedia, despite what we saw the tracker on that map.
Mhm.
Right in the
The
font of
armillary?
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the armillary. I believe you spoke, Taryn, with Usharan, who was skeptical of the idea that RM is acting in goodwill and in good
Um,
faith.
I don't know that I know I spoke to Baronia, but I don't know that I spoke to Usharan.
Might have
I
been
don't.
Baron said Usharan is skeptical or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, Kalis went to the Moving Wilds and visited with Aelwyn. She talked about hags had recently moved into the Moving Wilds, maybe from the Feywilds. I don't know where the context is. Oh, yeah, we learned that Titania had disappeared, which seems good. And yeah, there was some Juggin stuff. I forget what, but I just took down that Juggin was, or nope, that Gabriel was a member of House Gawain.
Yep. Didn't I like help out a bunch of people in the city? Like I was like being like
Yeah.
Sounds like it, right?
Yeah,
kind of
you.
yeah. All right.
I know. I just need to go back and watch those fucking sessions sometime this week.
Oh no.
Probably a smart idea. Or do a recap episode.
What?
Like an
I
idea.
I can't hear what you're saying, Ethan. You're quiet as all hell.
Do a recap episode. Do a recap episode.
That's
So,
better.
We should.
Would be a terrible idea.
How about now? Is this better?
Yes.
A little
Much
bit, yeah. Yeah, that notebook is just gone for eternity. Feels bad.
You'll find it eventually.
Mhm.
I literally
after
I've had-
you no longer need it.
there's no other. I've run out of places where it could be. That's the part that confuses me. That's all. Like,
I had that happen with a notebook that I had my mini campaign in that I couldn't find for I think like a year or two, and then I recently found it again. So I was able to start actually type that up. So
yeah,
you
but
will
where-
find it again. I have faith.
Where could it be? That's what I don't get. Like my only
Probably
fear is,
in a
like,
weird place.
A dog has to have stolen it off my desk and disappeared. Like that's the only possible explanation.
In my experience, Elisha, it's always like someplace you've ruled out or you've already looked, but it's like beneath another box where you looked, or like somewhere you didn't see where you looked before. It's like under your nose, basically.
I don't know, but I do know that if I keep looking for it and I don't find it, I'm gonna be put in a fucking straitjacket. Like,
I know that feeling very well.
just to humor myself.
On the bright side, I think they might have to give you Adderall at that point. Legally.
Nope, it's not in the backpack. This is the only other bag I have where it would be, because that's what I use that bag when I go like for IRL D&D stuff. All right. So. Oh fuck. I don't even know where to start for this session. That's the problem. Because you guys have some options in front of you. If you want to do individual things, or you've been talking about going to the heart.
Well, we have a dinner. Juggin has a
do.
dinner.
Fuck. Where was this dinner?
At House Callum. Your friends were formally invited, if I remember correctly. You're allowed to bring other people. But
So
you're the main interest.
uninvited.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I asked if I get a plus 17.
17?
Oh.
Is Sadius Callum like the master at arms of the city? Is he like the head of the guard?
House Kellum is the house that oversees the dead.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking, or a different person?
Wait, let me check something.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I have
I guess they're not the
our Lona of House Kellum, those who oversee the dead, is my note.
World Anvil, because I forgot I had this thing. log in. This is actually might be helpful. My space heater is burning my legs. I need to turn this off, but I don't want to reach down right now.
Why is that right by your PC?
Because my legs are always cold. And my PC's up on a desk. It's not on the ground.
Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh fuck no. No, that'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. I didn't understand.
Oh
my God.
I'm still listening, but I'm gonna be right back.
You're good.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's very important narrative moment is happening right now. Kalis is he's vamping by learning to juggle. He's juggling and he's juggling little birds, little cute birds.
Oh, it's
Ow.
adorable.
But it's
Are you
very
juggling
bad when
them,
you
or are they
drop
just-
them because they're
are
very
they just
sharp.
flying?
These birds
Can't
are
they
sharp.
fly? If you drop them, they're like, oh.
That's what makes it difficult. That makes it tricky. Yeah.
Oh my god, my handwriting is illegible.
Oh my god, what's that bird? Have you seen that like sort of like fuzzy, like Japanese bird? It's kind of like a stork. It has like the long little thin legs.
Yeah.
It's like a little cute fuzzball thing. He's juggling those birds.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Alright. Yeah, I wish I had my notebook. This would make this so much easier. Because this is where I had all the stuff from our last session in it. So I'm trying to fucking write shit down right now. Yeah, there's a founding families.
I'm assuming Jungin will probably get a new dress for this occasion.
Okay.
I know she already had one, but I guess I'll get a different one, probably in a different color. I'm assuming the last one was like green, so this will probably be blue.
Also, over the course of probably like the next week or so is where you'd be able to get a new place to stay. Was there any specific requirements you all had in mind? Or like features?
Didn't we ask like you want to be lords of a manor? So I'm assuming it's like a mansion or like a upper class area. So
Okay.
probably everyone gets their own room.
Upper district.
Well, like an outdoorsy area.
Yeah,
Like a little
or
garden.
a little pond. Yeah.
Sorry, so important. He's juggling long-tailed tits. This little white bird.
I'm gonna answer this phone call. I'm getting right. Alright.
Is it me calling you? Is it long tail tits?
They're so cute. This bird.
How can you juggle birds when they can fly?
Asked and answered, Liz. Because they're like little balls. They're like little just poofs.
Poofs. Also, I guess if everyone's getting fancy for this dinner, then Taryn will probably go with Dugan to get a new dress too.
We get some girl time.
Yeah,
But,
I'm making
So,
I'm making a rum tea. So,
Should I wear a
so
shirt?
Taryn,
huh?
I have a question for you.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
Okay. So you seem very distracted. You haven't spent much time in apartments. Where you been going? Is everything okay?
Good hair. No, everything's been fine. I've just had some things to take care of and just trying to process. We've been through a lot. So this music's killing me right now.
Yeah, honestly, sorry. I just. There we go.
There's some things I haven't shaken yet. I'm working through them, but thank you for asking.
Well, Taryn, you don't have to do it yourself. I see us as a team. We could always work together in helping you resolve your issues. You guys help me with my stuff. You guys met my brother.
That's true, but
Well,
not.
brothers.
Yes. There are some things that others shouldn't be burdened with that are my problems to deal with because I'm the one that caused them. So there's no need to drag you all into that.
Taryn, I dragged you into my issues. I caused a lot of problems myself. Shoot, you probably wouldn't have to face my father if I just did what you wanted me to.
That's a bit different. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I'm okay for now. Thank you for asking.
Okay, and Jung's gonna give you a big hug and be like, "Ooh, and this color's great on you." As I hold up like a dress.
Does it come in dark purple?
I have a question, Taryn.
Yes.
Would you still be stalking that one guy? Who's outside the noble house? Guy like a shed and shit. Just curious.
Did I think I think I'd want to try and keep casual tabs on him. Not like super closely like stalking or like following, but sort of like just kind of keep tabs on him because that was another marked one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely would want to keep tabs on him. Like there's been a lot going on, so I probably wouldn't have like staked out or anything like that, but would I know enough people in the city to be like, hey, let me know if he goes by here or something?
I'm trying to think. Could you originally you're not from Revedia, but you spent at least most of the time before your adventure in Revedia.
Yeah.
I'd say sure. You probably have some connections and shit. You know some sketchy people who would be willing to do favors.
Cool. I almost forgot about that dude.
If you're gonna bring it up.
Yeah, that's good to note. I don't think I have this in her personal journal. Let me make note of that.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot more of this than I thought.
So let me run down my list of things. Kalis has returned from the Moving Wilds because you took a few days off to go visit Aelwyn. Aelwyn talked to you about the hag issue they were having and some other general catching up stuff. Oh yeah, the Titani being missing thing, which is take it as you will. That's a Fae problem, not yours. Which you could interpret as yours, but
Kalis stumbles into the dress shop or wherever these two are, and he's like just covered in just like brush and like dirt smudges and things, and he's just like, sorry, the bird's wrath was terrible. They didn't like being dropped.
and as you walk in, you just see this like ugly looking couple who run the shop staring at you. You're just like, what the fuck? And you see, looking at the absolute mess that you are walking into this place, the wife, elder looking woman, just goes, "No, get out. not, wash yourself.
Oh,
No,
do you sell shirts?
not like that. No, clean. Don't. No, not today."
Damn it. Where's Sparks when you need him? He wanders back out, bereft of the prestidigitation cantrip.
Over some people. Absolutely no class. No class. I think he was raised in the wilderness.
I think he was.
Oh,
At least
makes sense.
partially.
I think that's fairly recent.
Okay.
Oh,
Hear me
sorry.
out, Elijah. I sort of like dust myself off, like, and I put on the hat of water breathing, and I try and walk back in. It's sort of like an asymmetrical hat, like to one side, you know?
Yeah. What is this?
I'm fashioning up.
She looks you up and down. You sure did. Is that okay? You look like you're going to be a lot of work if you have to do something with you. Just fine. And she just presentages you herself. She's like, okay, there we go. Now just what do you need? Because first of all, only half of you is clothed.
Yeah, I don't normally wear things. I mean, Kayla, you can see he's like in like linen pants, and he's got this sort of like ring mail thing on his chest. But it's mostly just fur, is like the clothing part of that. So it's like,
Have you considered clothing before? Maybe. I mean, you're wearing pants. Thank you. But like you could always have always dress things up a little bit.
I mean, since I got to Revedia, I immediately joined the Bronze Flame, and we've been out adventuring in the north and in caves basically the whole time. So, no, haven't. But while I'm in town, I could wear a, a t-shirt.
That's a good start. T-shirts are good. Maybe we can get you. Have you considered a button up? It might be easier to wear a button up because it'd be easier to get. You don't have to worry about getting it over your head.
What is a T-shirt?
I don't know what the fuck the T in T-shirt stands for.
Is it because it's a T?
I guess that's every shirt.
In the Moving Wilds, we thought those were shirts made for people with antlers, because the antlers have sort of like a T-shape.
Wouldn't it be more of a Y?
No, they call them T-shirts for some reason.
How about I think maybe a button up would be better, as I said. That way,
Or
because
like
you
a
can't get it over your head, really.
like a tunic?
Yeah, it was always kind of a
Tunic.
problem. Oh, that's what T-shirt sounds like for tunic shirt.
And she
I
just
think we
looks
cracked
back.
the code.
She just looks like, Aaron, can you please take care of him? I don't have the patience for this right now. And to which the other man goes,
I thought you said
Me-
Taryn for a second. I said
Oh,
that's
no.
not my job.
no, Aaron. It just looks for me.
Wow, really? Just like leave me with the dogs like that?
Yes. As he sort of gets up and he just, come on, son, we're gonna. You got a
This
favorite
is
color?
fucked up. I haven't been wearing clothes this whole time.
Well, you've been wearing pants. That's clothes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to be like weird about it or anything.
I don't want to be weird about it.
I don't want to be
feel
like the
like you wore a
dog talking
coat before.
character.
Like we were in the winter. We all got like winter clothes, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, I got that
belts.
the pimp coat. That was cool.
See,
But that's more like that's like outerwear. That's like it's like a jacket. It's not like a shirt.
Yeah. As he just takes his size, like you like green, any colors, browns, earthy tones. I'm guessing.
Ooh, green. Should wear.
Slime
I mean,
green.
I am brown, so I should probably wear something a different color, right?
Okay, you're off to a good start. Don't want it to look fur toned.
What about red?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to wear just like this one sort of uniform, the same color.
Yeah, like a
So-
warm red. We'll get something figured out for you. He just sort of takes you to the side, and this is probably weird for Kalos because I don't think this has ever happened to him before.
Measure?
Every new garment he's presented with, he asks like, "Oh, does this produce water? Oh, does this float?"
Can I breathe underwater with this?
Something mundane there, just clothes. Shirt.
Taryn's gonna kind of turn to Jugga and be like, do the others, do Zelthar and Sparks know that they should also dress up for this? Should we let them know?
Honestly, I don't remember letting you know, but I was just gonna buy a new dress.
Oh.
Yeah, we can let them know.
Well, I
Oh,
just went along with you, so.
Oh. Yeah, of course. We can definitely let Zethler and Sparks know.
Hope we got Sandy prepared. Unless you want to walk back.
Oh, this is a perfect idea. And I call her my golem. Now take this note and bring it to Zelthar and Sparks.
Technically, one of you should have Sparks. He's just not out right now.
That's true. I think I probably still have it,
I
so.
believe so. I believe you had it last.
What's the summoning stone we have for him? Is it like a
It's a little cat head.
Yeah,
that's
it's
cute.
kind of like a luck stone if you've seen that.
like the lucky cats or?
Where is it? I don't know. I have an image of it somewhere. But as you guys,
Oh, I see.
yeah, as the golem looks over you, Jugga, and just holding a hand up. Yeah. It takes a note and just shambles out of the shop. And probably about a bit later, it's not fast at all. In fact, it's gonna take a fucking while.
We're taking our time. We're looking at a lot of different things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zelthar. They'll just be on your door, just a heavy.
I didn't hear that, but I saw the camera go like this.
Just a fucking slam, almost like someone was breaking in. You just hear.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
What the hell
Ugh.
do you want? Just go to the door and open it.
Just like holding an arm, almost like right in your chest, just a note from Juggan. Ugh.
Thank you. Is there like a hole in the door?
They didn't break the door, but you see like it
Nope.
kind of a little inwards where it's okay, you're
Wow.
moving soon.
That's alright.
You don't have a security deposit here.
Right. What does the letter say?
It says, "Hey, bestie, it's Jungin. I got invited to a shindig, and I have a plus 18, and I would like you to be one of them." Oh, I'm also buying, I guess, 13 other outfits, all matching.
Does Gabriel get a different outfit?
He gets a hat. All of them will still have hats.
It's the hat.
That's how you can tell him apart. He's got the hat and the,
Alright.
mariachi.
When is this party and what time is it right now? Are my
I'm
two
assuming it would say
questions.
that. I'm assuming it's in
say-
like a week though.
Yeah,
Right.
you have some time for it. You don't. It's not immediately.
Oh,
It is
And I'm
tonight
assuming
in 3
you probably
hours.
wouldn't get this note till probably an hour or two after Juggup set this up. Who the fuck is calling? Sorry.
I
wow.
have important calls.
Well, I hope this letter was worth my door being top it over. I'm soliloquy at the moment, but
Low key, I feel like he would just go underneath the door. Why would he knock down the door?
because it's funny.
Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure the bronze flame can fix the door.
That's true.
We're,
Why do I hear
we
Terrence's
don't.
voice?
It's the voice of reason.
All right.
Then you exist two wolves. One is named Jugun, the other is named Terran.
Wouldn't it be Sparks and Terran?
That works too.
Yeah.
It changes.
Need to be concerned if it's Sparks and Jagan.
That's a combo. All right. So,
Okay.
yeah, you get that note. Yeah, a few hours later, and if you want to act on that now or wait till later, go for it.
I'm gonna wait till later.
Okay.
It's better to wait.
Let that impending deadline inspire you more. Nothing like the crushing
Absolutely.
weight of a looming deadline to really get those creative juices flowing.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. But eventually, as you all would get suited up for the upcoming event, it wouldn't be anything crazy in the party. Kalis, he would just look like better dressed, but they're not gonna.
Like the
They-
Beast when he's got like the fancy outfit on.
Yeah, yeah. Holy shit! Forgot about the X-Men.
No, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like actual. Yeah, that
No.
works too.
Yeah, different
Not gonna
Beast.
lie, I've been thinking about Tony Shopper this whole time.
I don't know what that is.
One Piece. It's
Ah.
dear person, actually. However, it's like 3 feet tall.
Until it transforms.
Yeah, I'd want like so you know how Gambison is divided into like diamonds with
Yeah.
like the thick sort of like wool,
Quilting.
armored wool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd want like a like a pretty dark kind of dull green vest that's quilted with that sort of like pattern. And just be like it'd be like a Will Smith vest. It's not like meant to cover his whole body.
Mhm.
Just some like it seems like a blend between his armor and high society dress. And I don't know, like what the fuck kind of pants am I gonna wear? Nicer pants. Nicer pants is what I wear.
Sure. And shoes isn't like really a thing. Well, they
It's not gonna work.
no. You'd have to get no.
Don't try it, Anakin.
I imagine there's probably you're not the only Who's person or video, so there's probably like a specialty place, But no. But is there anything else you guys want to do in the upcoming week? I'd say probably towards the end of the week you would get moved to a newer place in like where it'd be the upper district, as that's sort of being rebuilt. I mean, what the fuck? Where is my shit? Yeah, it would be where what is it? Like the southeastern side, closer where the Seven Towers is, because it's more like it's a more roomy area. If you want to get that more like outdoorsy vibe, like you're not gonna find a really particularly forested area.
We can plant trees in our courtyard
Yeah, you
area.
could always do that.
Is it like a keep or like an estate or
It's like an estate.
like a big house? Okay.
It'd be like three or four stories. Um, you wouldn't be here alone either. If you want to get rid of him, you can, but there would be like house servants who help like sort of keep the place maintained.
I think that's probably prudent.
Yeah.
I said it was in the southeast.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. My fucking headset died mid sentence.
Oh.
Fuck me.
Did you say that the estate was in the southeast?
No, the coordinates.
Oh no.
And as you actually guys be moving in, you'd be introduced to a character. Seems to be half elven, looks to be like mid-30s or so, named Elvin or Evold, and he's the one who is like the sort of head of the housekeepers and all that stuff. And as you guys would sort of make your way through, he'd give you guys like a courteous bow. Says, "My name is Evold. I will be at your service for any of your needs. Our expenses have already been paid for by your benefactor. So if there's anything you'll be needing while you are here, please feel free to ask." As he
Thank
sort
you.
of, as he sort of
I
talking
want
to you.
about this big of a barrel of booze.
You will say that the wine cellar down below is already thoroughly stocked, but we can arrange for extra.
Can I
He
have
sort of
that
pulls
in
out a
a
like notepad and begins scribbling down things you're saying.
okay? And I'll like that in probably in a cup about this big, please.
Let's see, a cup approximately 8 inches in diameter. Looking at it.
Then a nice hot shower.
Yes, we've been. There are showers here. Yes,
Perfect.
you have.
I'm happy.
There's internal plumbing in this estate. Yes. What? We're not savages. So, sorry,
I
you
don't
say
know.
something?
I don't know what plumbing means, but
There are
I'm
pipes
glad.
throughout the house that provide water to different facilities in it. That way, you don't have to go to a well and fetch it yourself every time you need it.
Quite innovative.
So small rivers across the house. Is that what you mean?
Essentially, yes. Small rivers contained in metal piping.
Uh, how do they go up and down?
I'm sorry, I'm not the plumber. I do not have advanced knowledge of these things. We hire somebody when they need to be fixed.
Kalis is
Ooh, I
thinking
know
to
this
himself
answer.
like, what?
Oh,
Why is he
please.
putting it on so much? Like, we straight up went to a place in Gretaton that had a shower. It was like a whole shower related circumstance.
Yeah, there was. You guys busted the pipes and got Zuli's brother blamed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said how we is involved in this. It was not all of
Okay,
us.
all right. A member of the party who is not currently here busted the pipes and got it blamed on somebody else. Yes.
Anyway, Kalis concludes thinking to himself like, there must be something wrong here. Silpa must have a plan. That's all for now.
If you like, we can have an expert come and explain to you the specifics of the system. But
I think I almost understand well enough.
if that's sufficient, then that's good.
Ooh, I can explain it.
You don't have to raise your hand, ma'am. I work for you.
Oh, right.
She does that all the time, anyways.
I'm not gonna actually explain it unless you want me
He was looking at you expectantly because you kind of gave off the impression that you were going to
Okay.
explain it.
to. It works by pressure. So as you force more water into the pipes, the pressure builds it up and it'll go upwards.
Oh, like an overflowing river,
Exactly.
but like this big.
In a small.
Okay. That's still weird though.
I mean, all the things we've seen and done, and that's weird.
It's quite different.
So is being in the memory of an ancient sentient being.
But it was almost like it was real, but these metallic pipes are
What?
I don't know how to put it.
What? It is not my place to ask these questions. What do you all do on your adventures? I know it's complex business.
That is one way of putting it, yes.
As he just takes a moment, you can see him processing that statement that you made, and then not questioning it.
Welcome to your new homeowners.
Okay. That's all you guys are sort of introduced, give a small tour of the place. That way you can sort of choose the individual rooms. I will say, if there's a specific room you want, like either like ground floor, something like with a view. I'm assuming Wendy's gonna want like the attic or some shit. I don't fucking know. Um, feel free to just make it up. I'm playing fucking Dungeons
I'll
and Dragons.
take
It's not real.
I'll take the attic. The
Okay.
whole attic. Does it have windows? Can I come into it from the outside?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
I will rush down the hallways and like if I have to, I'll straight push Zelthar out of the way so I can like dibs the gardens.
The whole gardens.
I don't know. It's
Oh hell no, I'm coming to get that room.
As you fucking fly
you
past,
wanna fight me?
Yeah, I'll fight you.
Roll it. Roll for it.
We should.
Roll
My strength
initiative.
is so bad.
Does that have to be a
you're
strength contest? I don't know.
very
I
accurate.
would say I'd say roll initiative. Like as
Yeah.
as
Oh,
as you guys
gosh.
are sort of
Isn't gonna
reacting
go
to
well.
each other, just down the hallway.
Oh, there's no active
Isn't Kale's like
encounter.
much faster than him? Like you go 50 feet, right?
Is he raging too?
I mean,
Not yet.
if I rage, would I gain advantage on this initiative check because of
I
instinctive
guess.
pounce?
I guess.
'Cause that's the only way I have a chance. I feel like.
Don't you get like advantage on initiative, or is that only because I thought you just got this barbarian at some point?
Oh, do I have advantage? I do, don't I? Then never mind. That's doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay, I got lucky.
So
My first roll would have tied.
as both of you go racing down the hallways, almost barely fucking evolved, as he's like giving you guys a tour of the place. You'll make your way sort of around the corner, going towards where the back of the house is, and you realize you don't know where the back entrance is or anything else about this house quite yet. So as you two are just sort of almost like splitting off, going in different directions to try and find the way out of here. It's just going to the front door and going back around. I say chaos. Eventually, you make it to the area, and this is sort of pleasant garden area. There's like one of those fucking like lattice things that has like this sort of crawling like roses upon it. There's a few sort of trees back here at a gazebo. It's like a relatively like nice area. But you would
Yes.
arrive first, and Zelthar, take you a few moments before you're sort of able to make your way back here.
I like this. I can work with this. Oh, hey, Zelthar.
oh.
Evil just looking at
Oh.
Taryn and Juggin. Just, did I do something wrong?
No. Not at all. No, it is not you. Don't worry.
He just like pulls open his notepad, scribbles something, and just closes it again.
Okay. Is there a room that has like a drain in it? Not a bathroom, but like a bedroom that has a drain in it.
Concerning.
This is also not your fault. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. That's not something that we anticipated.
Do you have maybe a basement? Will that work,
Yes.
Juggin? Does it have a drain?
Good question.
I mean, we don't exactly plan for flooding in the area, so we don't have reason to have external draining things from the lower floors. it's not really an issue that occurs here because being on the opposition or on higher ground, it's not really like a thing. I could talk to
How about,
somebody and have it arranged. It takes some time to renovate, but
No, we'll just clean up afterward. It's fine.
okay.
Everyone's face.
That's as you wish.
This is like, who's fucking and why is it going to be that much of a problem?
He pulls out his notepad again. Okay. Okay. You two make it to the garden. Zelthar, it seems you've been beat. Are you gonna argue over this?
No, we'll let him have it. Whatever.
Aw.
I'll remember this.
Zelthar will remember this.
Where's your room, Zelthar?
That's funny. I don't know. I haven't picked one yet. Maybe you could help me find one. That'd be wonderful.
Sure, let's explore. Sure, Kayla says. Why not? It'll be great fun.
Like, there'll probably be more than one room like that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Is there a room that has a lot of external access that's private and kind of removed?
With the drain.
No, I don't need a drain. I don't do my work here.
This is the room on the upper floors. It's cut off from the rest of them. It's like a master suite, yes. It has lots of windows. It's a balcony.
I'll take that one.
Perfect. We'll begin to make sure your stuff is moved to that room.
Thank you. Are there shelves in there?
Yes,
Shelves? Like,
yes, there's furnishings in there already.
excellent.
If they're not to your liking, we can have them replaced or anything like that.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. Well, as he begins giving you guys the rest of the house, eventually you guys would see Kalos and Zelthar still just roaming around the hallways. This place isn't like massive, but it's big enough to get lost in the first try. Especially because you guys like end up down one of those like servants' quarters hallways, and you see a very confused looking woman who just is like, because these are not big hallways, they're like maybe like 5-6 feet wide, and they kind of like snake along like the side areas of the house that way, because they're not to be seen. And just kind of looking up and down the two of you. Yes. Something wrong?
Just exploring. No
Okay.
big deal.
Welcome. She sort of just like tries to scoot out the way so you guys can pass. Okay. So that's that whole thing. And after that, unless there's anything else you guys want to do in here, when it comes to either surprising Eovalds or getting arrangements made.
I want to check out my new room. That's all I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make them. You know what? Let me make
Is
sure.
there a library here?
Oh, did we get our gifts from Daddy?
This is one of them.
Daddy Arium.
The airship arrangement's going to take a little bit longer because it's a little bit more of a complex process. Over just buying an estate.
Right. Okay. So was a house like the gift to everyone then?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
coming. It's in the process. It's in the works.
I was confused. How that resolved because it was in kind of a soupy setting.
I don't remember if there's any other specifics people had asked for. I just remember that like a boat. I think.
Oh, we had a boat.
You did have a boat.
You
I
have a
thought
boat.
somebody asked
Yeah.
for one. I'm mistaken.
I'm pretty sure it said airship.
An
Yeah, it was an
airboat.
airship. I thought it was something besides the airship.
A boat that flies.
Watership.
Yeah. I don't think we got asked for a second boat. I think.
I just something. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm fine with that.
So do we
You want?
get individual boons, or is like the house like the gift of the party? Is what I'm wondering.
I mean, you guys could have asked for individual boons, like individual stuff. Like
I
the
think that
house
we
is
had the
'cause Sparks
chance
asked for the
to.
house.
Yeah.
Right. I think. Sorry, you go.
I was gonna say Arianvel's not here right now because he's still pretending to be dead.
Yes. This is
Okay.
stuff where it's presuming that you had spoken to him beforehand about.
Right,
We
right,
did
right,
catch
right,
him
right.
before.
No,
Yeah.
we did because after we popped out of his brain, memories. No. It was I have to make a note of what something later on.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
We're just at first we were just the gleam in Daddy's eye.
That statement.
I got one.
Like we also asked for a title, like we want to be lords. Yeah, I think it's like that.
Yeah, no,
Not-
someone
I
did ask for
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah, if you play the human fighter with the folk hero background, maybe.
So would I be the only? No, I wouldn't be the only one to be able to take on a lord or lady name. I wouldn't. Taryn wouldn't win anyways. She'd be like, no, I don't want that shit. Too conspicuous.
Too
No, I didn't
basic.
struggle with Carrie either. But that was a conversation we had.
I remember so much shit has happened.
I believe the boon Kalis had asked for was, I think it might have like been like a delay or something, or like been a thing that would take it an amount of time. But he basically asked Aram if he could give him the fanciest belt of giant strength that he could find. But I don't know if that's possible, so I don't know. I'll just be chilling in my garden.
The garden that Zelthar asked for.
Too slow.
Yeah, and that's probably at some point everyone would approach you. Kalis would be like, Kalis, I noticed you haven't chosen a room yet. Is there anything you've had in mind?
Actually, I think right now I'm with Zelthar. I would say like
This would just be like later on at some point.
right, yeah. I'm gonna sleep outdoors in the gardens.
Oh.
It's like a bench there.
Would you like maybe some sort of other furnishings? Like a bed? A hammock?
A futon?
Um,
A place to put your things, a wardrobe? Maybe? Or like maybe we could
yeah.
construct a smaller greenhouse out here? That way you could have protection from the weather?
Yeah, I was hoping that this would become sort of like a greenhouse. Um,
No, like I don't.
so do you have any seeds from the moving wilds? Tree
No.
seeds.
No, we do not have any of those. I'm sorry. It's quite hard to get a hold of and quite expensive given the fact that not many people want to go out in the moving wilds to collect plant life.
Yeah, I'll just get myself.
Okay. Alrighty then. I'll have to think of the implications of that later.
Gonna
Just
play
mentally write
Animal
that down for
Crossing
myself.
in D&D. It's gonna be great.
You know they added Animal Crossing to Final Fantasy 14. They made it so you have like an island sanctuary where you can like make your own farms and shit and like put buildings and all that bullshit and take care of
That sounds like
animals.
something they would do.
Literally, they just have added it like last. I just found out about this. They added it like last patch. It looks like a whole thing. It's weird as fuck. Kalis wants seeds from the moving wilds.
Yeah, basically just want to like overgrow the garden and make it like a nightmare hedge maze to navigate.
I can help with that.
Ooh,
That sounds fun.
cool. Is there a cemetery out back too?
It could be like a training ground.
Who the fuck
And-
died here? Jesus.
At some
Was
point,
there like a massacre? in the house?
I will say,
Family
at some
graves?
point, the groundskeeper will go mentally fucking insane.
No, we fired him. Okay.
Yeah, I let him go. Like,
He's like he would.
thanks. The grounds are kept.
You
Go
water
like
the grass. That's
trim
it.
the castle or something, bro.
Trim the castle. Yeah, there's house plants. You take care of those. Leave the outside alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right after I took a sip. Right after I took a sip.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh, what a fun game, guys.
all right. So I'm
Animal
assuming
Crossing. It's great.
that's most of the house stuff settled. I'm going to say for the Spark, for the sake of it, there's probably going to be like an alchemical lab or some shit. 'Cause I'm sure Sparks would want that. Or some
Sweet.
bullshit.
Is there like a tower in this house, or is it like more like just like a normal mansion?
It's like an
Uh,
estate. So it's
It's like an estate, but like I'd say, I kind of imagine Ethan, if you remember Troll Skull Manor, kind of like that, but bigger,
Oh, okay.
without
Yeah,
the bar in
I
it.
can
The
see
first
that.
floor is actually like living
So, like-
quarters.
an observatory room.
There'd be like sort of
So we can
connecting out of the
explore it.
attic. There'd be like an area would kind of have like a watchtower, like you could like.
Like off of my room.
Sure, I'd say you could like you could access it through the balcony. It'd be like a door over there, and then also be a door on the lower floor. That way, the people could come up.
It's sort of like a rotunda with like a sort of a cone shaped roof, like build off thing. That's like
Kelly,
built into the third floor.
is there space for like training room or like rooms to be converted into like a training area?
You'd have some extra rooms, depending on what all you wanted to do, or you could there's like a lawn area, because this is like a fenced-in property.
I feel like everything outside Kalis is going to want to overgrow with shit eventually. So
I'd say you could turn like one room with like a home gym, like a training area, get a few
Can we, like-
dummies.
knock down a wall and make it bigger.
Evil just writes into his notebook.
I mean, there could be a room outside for like training stuff too. It doesn't have to all be
Mhm.
garden. I imagine
Yeah,
just
you
like
can vibe.
one side of
Yeah.
the house is.
Yeah, it's just like the
Got a
back
garden.
area, and the back area is like the actual like garden area, and the rest and the sides and the front is just like a well kept lawn. So you could either make some space outside, or you could knock down a wall.
I mean, if we're not using it.
I mean, fuck, I've not decided how many rooms are in this place, so go for it.
Yeah. I'm assuming the room I was talking about is essentially just a morgue. I realized that's what I was thinking about.
Okay,
Ah,
Yeah. With like
So-
rolling rolling back.
So are you gonna be like in the basements or something?
I
Some
guess
like
so,
weird
yeah.
like passageway with like. Oh! What if it's like This is just spitballing, but like, what if like a underground like stone crypt? You know, like there's a
Catacombs.
yeah catacombs like that were pre-existing here. I don't know.
I just like, what have I done by giving them this?
You guys have earned it. You know, it's been a while. You can get your own little base of operations. Your business said it's level 13 at this point.
Are we?
Like having like one environment that incorporates all of our themes into like a whole, right? It just lights up my brain so well. It's just like such a nice video gamey sense of things.
Mhm.
Excited. See what you're gonna draw.
I have a list of things to go about now. There's plenty of. Okay. All right.
I mean, Zelthar, we still gotta find your room, right?
Is there any special requests you have, Zelthar?
Mine are pretty simple. Just like target like a bunch of like those little thingies where it's like that, and then there's like a target. It's like a hail bale, like a target range.
Okay.
Indoor training room.
Indoor training room. I definitely want a boat rack too. Where you
Yeah,
can like
that's
have a.
the most
I
mundane
think
thing
that'd be
anyone has asked for. I appreciate it.
yeah.
I asked for shelves. That's pretty
Shel-
fucking mundane.
That is true, but shelves come with a room.
It's
Bow
true.
racks, not necessarily.
Okay, fair.
That's all I can think of right now.
Okay.
But I
Where's
also want to cast plant growth on the garden and do the 8-hour thing.
where's
Do you have
Zeltar's
like a?
room going to be?
You can pick whatever floor you want. I don't care.
Probably
It's
first
gonna
floor.
be like a conference room, like a we meet up and we do our plans in there.
Like a little war room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We call that the kitchen table.
that's what I was
So,
saying. Like, have a big old bar where we just throw everything on, like just the plants.
Stab a knife into it.
when like you set up and like start meditating in the garden or like viewing the gardens, right?
Yeah.
Like as you're watching the gardens over those 8 hours, you see Kalis for like a good number of them just going around, just like Druidcraft, like just trying to like, get the little hedge branches to grow a little bit longer, just like
Mhm.
like just hundreds of castings of the spell, just like he's just like just light, just trying to light a fire.
This
Holy
stem
It's not
longer.
really
That
not working
stem
as
longer.
well as your spell.
I just
This
read plant
leaf
growth.
bigger.
Zelta, you're an asshole. This is a half-mile radius.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
It's huge.
That's great.
Hey, just give us a
Okay.
bigger property, no problem.
I'm doing a lot of people favors. So if you're a farmer,
You're in the middle of a city. What do you mean if you're a farmer?
If you're an
you have
urban
like
farmer,
a little Paris plant, like a little wall plant thing.
Dude,
All
Dude,
the
your
house
room with
plants
the
just
Zon?
It's
explode
gonna
in
turn
everybody's
like the fucking
houses.
little shop of horrors in somebody's house. Someone's
Yes.
Venus flytrap is gonna go fucking insane.
is there
Oh,
room
this
for
is how our
Zon?
Go
ahead.
You can
this is
have
how
a
our
room for
villain
Dazan
origin story starts.
if you want
Yeah.
Dazan to stay here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can bunk with us.
Sure, I mean you could propose that to him. Fuck it, he's not busy. Well, he's not hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
canonically
Well,
homeless.
he's a part of our group. At least I see that way. I pay him.
You don't pay us. So he works
Yeah, but
for
you guys-
you.
Well, he works for all of us, I guess.
I didn't know you
He
paid
handles-
him. I thought he just helped us out because he wanted
What
to.
did you pay Dazan for? I don't remember. I
I
always thought he just.
remember
really
how I
liked
bought a
you guys.
warehouse, and he manages my fundings and talks to my crew
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part.
Oh, okay.
or the crew, because I guess everyone pitches in.
What was your room? What did you settle on, Jogan?
We'll go to the bathroom.
I guess I'll just pick any room. It doesn't really matter. Like as long as I can get like a work area for me to do my craft, think I'm okay. Or she'll be okay. Or maybe a room next to a bathroom. Be nice, so she can take a nice shower.
So is
What
it like a
f-
morgue or is it just like a
floor?
normal room?
I like the idea of a morgue. Like, it has like the rolling things, a table in the middle of it. Though that's not really a place to sleep. I
Right,
guess I
yeah.
could sleep on the table.
But what if you
Or-
roll
oh, she-
around? Wouldn't the table like move?
Maybe. But usually she sleeps in a pile of bones anyways, so I guess she doesn't really need a bed, does she?
You sleep in a pile of bones?
Yeah.
Do you just like pick up the bones in the morning and just like kind of carry them all day and then set them down at the end of the day?
It's for her. It's for her
No.
skeletons that she
Yeah, well,
animates.
skeletons. So,
Right, it's the skeletons, of course.
Yeah, I'll just sleep on top of them.
That's not very. It doesn't seem very comfortable.
You're not aware of the forbidden cuddle puddle?
I'm imagining like sort of like a stone floored sort of room with like just like a circle rim of the stone, and there's a sort of like a pit, like a sort of like a light pit with like a earth base or something, and like you throw all the bones in the pit, and then like you just like sort of sleep in the just like curl up in there. But like throughout the time of like the wear of like reanimating and like putting your skeletons back in the pit, it like the pit itself gets like covered in like bone meal or something like that over time.
Yeah, that's why it's so comfortable.
I don't know. I'm just that's not like what your thing is. I'm just throwing ideas out there because I think it's cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Write it down. Write that down.
No.
Right
Ideas are
down.
dumb.
Okay. All right. I think I have everything. Oh, here one thing. All right, here we go.
One thing.
So, I guess if that sums up the house stuff. As you all would be sort of taking your time to settle in, you'd probably have maybe like it'd probably be like the day before the actual event coming up. Ooh, I almost stuck my hand in a pin that was sitting on my desk. Why is this here? Yeah, probably about a day or so before the actual events of House Kelm, or the invitation that Jungle received. And as you all are getting ready, doing your whatever preparation for those who are going, I assume there's no one who doesn't want to go, right? Yeah.
Sorry, it's just the next morning. You see after Zoltar's finishes casting his plant growth spell, Kalis, you just hear this awful scraping noise as Kalis is dragging this like big, like oak wardrobe he bought, and he's just dragging it into the middle of the gardens to put his like one outfit in.
This is why I took the attic room.
Okay. Let me just a little note to put a wardrobe in the garden.
A huge
I'm
wardrobe
sorry.
for one outfit. 6 drawers, only the middle one has one. It's folded really neatly. It's just a pair of pants.
I'm sorry. While we're specifying, I'd also like there to be just a fountain, like a bird bathy kind of fountain somewhere.
He's got 2 outfits now.
Doesn't have to be very large. Just
What if he has an outfit, one for each animal?
Oh, God.
That would be so cute.
It would be adorable.
You could pay somebody for that. I bet they do it for the right amount of money.
Like
pay a peasant,
massive
just like
sweaters.
sew me something, Sif.
Something
Oh my
small
God.
and cute.
He'd contract all of the Etsy shops in Revedia. No, but like I was thinking about that, like is it like he has like awful animal clothes for each of like the little critters, or does he just like get like one human-sized version of animal clothes to wear himself? Which is the thing we're doing it for here.
Both. Ready just in time for this event.
Okay. Yeah. As it's coming up, we're just gonna take just give me we're going like a 5-minute break. You guys need to take care of anything. I don't have my fucking tracks uploaded.
This usually makes me think of Final Fantasy 9 and Trino.
It is Final Fantasy.
It's very JRPG.
Alright, yeah, we'll take a quick 5. So what if you guys have been to take care of it? I just need to upload a few things real quick because I forgot about them.
Never happens.
audio working? Good, good, very good, very good, very nice, very nice. So, as we kick things back off, as you guys are finish your preparations and begin making your way towards House Kellum, correct me if I'm wrong, Taryn. House Kellum is the same one which you were stalking that guy at.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was. If you can
Let me
check
look at
your
my
notes.
notes.
If I remember correctly.
That's Chrono Mage stuff. It's too far back. Let's see here.
I believe it was. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Here's somewhere. Let me just look.
Highly confident it was.
Here, this might be it.
I just know it was before the Iron Bell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have it. I'm pretty sure.
It's in the district of Enns,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
where many
House,
cemeteries are. Mm-hmm.
it's House
Oh.
Valfreme.
Yeah, I just saw House Velfreme. Mm-hmm.
Did I mix up the two fucking houses? Did I put Kellum as the District of the Dead? Let me check something. Did I goof that fucking hard?
So I was a little bit confused about that because I thought Kellum was Gabriel's last name.
Let me.
It was Gabriel Gawain, wasn't it?
How's it going?
Gabriel
think
My
Sure.
notes anyway. I don't know.
I thought I remembered that because I remember being like, "Oh, that means hawk."
Kellum means hawk.
No, Gawain means hawk.
Oh yeah, because they handle the Skykeepers.
Yeah, Gawain
And they're
means
not just the Sky.
little.
No, not the Skykeepers, but like Lord of the Hunt, all that bullshit.
Yeah,
And
Gawain
few
means
other things.
little hawk, I believe.
Yeah. Did I get the founding families all fucking scrambled about? Please tell me. Where's my
is it-
orange book? Fuck me.
We need the orange book. The orange book of lore.
It's my
We can
fucking
change
wizard.
it from House Kellum to House Valfreme.
Yeah, Val. What did I have?
Easy fix.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse that. Valfreme. I guess that was the fucking dead.
Redacted.
Yeah.
Retcon. It's been Valfreme the whole time.
The fuck did I do that? All right.
It's vegetarian. Sub is great, but you know what? It'd be better with pesto,
Pesto is really good.
especially if you spread it on like flatbread and then like roast it until it gets a little browned. It's great.
We had a pesto, avocado, spinach, and tomato crepe the other morning. It
That's
was so
awesome.
good. It was really good.
So, as you all are making your way towards House fucking Valframe, yeah, I guess Valframe was the one in the ends.
Yeah, I guess I recognize where we're going, huh?
Yes, you would.
Do I get any dagger tingly senses?
I mean, as you get closer, he still works there.
No, she's talking about her dagger warning.
No,
Dagger
no,
of
no.
Warning? No, it's
No.
something else.
Yeah, something else. Can I? Is he inside at all? Like, if I kind of like surreptitiously, like, sort of like, oh, look at the sights. Where is he?
Seems to be the shed.
Okay.
Um, So,
Does Taryn act suspicious?
I mean, are you
insight
doing
check,
anything?
Taryn?
Is Taryn
Do I
doing
notice
anything
her
out of
acting
the?
suspicious?
Are you doing anything suspicious outside of looking in that direction?
No.
I mean, it's not really much. There's not really much to analyze. Taryn kind of always has that air of suspicion around her.
True.
I'd say Taryn seems like she's
I
being
knew you.
Taryn, and that could be suspicious to you. um, but as you guys are approaching, sort of already at the sort of by the front gate, you would see a human male, elderly, looks to be like the few hairs that he has are like just almost like bleach white, um, along the back of his head. This massive sort of like almost like reflective top of his balding head. Sort of long nose, long face. Very. He's a very well experienced and aged gentleman. And accompanying him seem to be two classmates left and right. And just says, Mr. Shogun, we've been waiting for you. Please, as he sort of puts his hands to his chest, Basilios, welcome to House Belframe.
Yes, Basilios. And I'm gonna pull out a small gift of my favor, which is gonna be like a essentially like a skull, but like a cat skull.
As he sort of, as you sort of hold it out and he reaches his hand, you just sort of examine it. Excellent. I'm sure the lady will be ecstatic. And he sort of just is holding it in his hand. This way, if you would. As he leads you all to the front door. And the only real person he acknowledged here was Jungun, to be frank, which wouldn't have been hard to pick up on. But he still gives you all a courteous nod as he leads you forward.
Me, my posse.
Yeah. And as you make
Are
your
all
way,
your skeletons out?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
We are dressed to the nines right now. Okay,
Okay.
all of us. My understanding.
so as you and your entourage make your way in, the sort of rattling sound coming from behind you all, almost like a little drum roll, leading your entrance of Shaking Bones. The doorway opens to this large, sort of circular. What is the area for like a large like circular area and rooms?
Foyer.
Foyer. Yes, thank you. If you could please, in just one moment, dinner will be served. Um, feel free to make yourselves comfortable as he sort of leads you to like a lounge area. And as you sort of step in, you notice this area is very eccentrically um, decorated. You see these taxidermied versions of not just beasts, but these various creatures from all sort of lands. And like the sort of centerpiece of this one is in the large area of the room, sort of curled around um, where the back of it is. Would be seem to be, and this is a fucking big room. It seems to be a bahir, if you know what that is. A very large tax. Well, it's
Six-legged
yeah.
wyvern.
Okay, okay.
The ones
Nice.
that hate giant dragons. Let me see if I can probably just pull up the image, but yeah.
So,
And there seems to be a few
are
copies in here.
these allies of Arium? These Valframes?
They are a noble house here.
I mean, honestly, all of my attention was paid to preparing for this. I don't know what we're walking into.
Oh, I have no idea either. Make you feel better.
Why are we here then?
I got
She was
invited.
invited.
Huh.
And you guys decide you want to come.
did
Free
say that.
food.
It is an excuse to get all dressed up.
There you go. There's over here.
Oh.
Hope it isn't cliche to say Kalis looks like a deer in the headlights.
What a headlights.
I like his little horns sitting so back on his head.
Yes. And
Oh wow, they have a lot of legs then.
yeah, they got a few of them. But as you guys will have moments yourself, as I said, there seems to be a few other interesting things here. There's what seems to be like the sort of an owl bear up on like this pedestal. Let's see, there's an owl bear over here. A drake that does not look exactly normal. It doesn't have like a standard like chromatic or metallic scales. It looks to almost have like this sort of. It has this almost like transparency to it, like almost like you could like see through it, but inside of it is this sort of mass of like shining lights, almost like looking at like stars. And this is all sort of around this area where there's a few couches, there's a fireplace in the back. There's a normal rug, not an animal. And as you guys have a few minutes yourself, maybe probably less than 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes later, Basilios would return.
But just for context, in this room, there's nothing indigenous to the Feywild, right? Or the Moving Wilds, rather.
There's no fey creatures in here. No?
Okay, great. Just checking. Just checking.
I'm gonna be studying that drake very intently. Just very curious about it.
Yeah. And as you guys are sort of doing so, Basilios would return. And he would sort of look at you all, give Cheryl a bow, and says, Lady Valframe is ready for your company. And says dinner will be served. If you would all come with me, I will lead you to the dining area.
We follow.
Yeah,
Assuming this I follow.
I'm assuming.
I'll follow. I won't follow. I'm just kidding. I'll follow.
And as you sort of make your way into it, it seems to be this sort of another large area. This is not just a state. This is a fucking compound. Of an area. And leading you to the dining room, there's this sort of long table that stretches maybe like 25, 30 feet. You see standing at the head of it is this human woman that has a sort of well-aged grace to her. You can tell that she's in her later years, maybe sort of 60s, 70s, but like this, like she is. It doesn't seem like the age is set in exactly. With this sort of olive skin, these sort of piercing green eyes that you notice even from this far across the room. The only part of her outside of that's visible is, or that's not covered in these long, like purplish robes, are her arms, like specifically like her forearms as they're sort of sticking out, and they seem to be covered in tattoos. And as you all sort of step in the room, it says, "Welcome to you all. Please have a seat." As the sort of table is laid out before you.
I would like to walk up to her and do like a little curtsy. And thank you for having us. And take my seat.
You've been a much anticipated guest, Jungum. It's a shame you've been out of town so much. Would have wished to catch you sooner. And as you all sort of take a second to sit, sort of gathering place at the table, is there any, I don't, seating arrangements, I'm not going to be fucking anal about it, but is there anyone who's sitting in this specific area? I'm assuming like the back half of the table is just for the undead.
Please.
Or are you just
well.
making yes? Or are you just making them stand?
No, they can take a seat. If there's seating for them, they will take a seat.
They're seating.
I definitely sit next to one of you all. I'm not like eager to mingle with these creepy grave people.
Either I am.
I imagine that we
I think
probably
it's-
all
yeah,
sort of
it's like
sit
all of you at the end
together.
of one table because it's only like fucking 5 of you. And the rest is just this sort of fucking column of undead.
And this just like cat with just glowing eyes, just sparking with divine radiance.
I would imagine that like the living people
Arcane
kind of are all at
magic.
one side, and then the undead is just the rest of it. At least I don't have to feed them.
And as I sort of like scoop my chair in, my my critters all just sort of like pile off of me. They just sort of like, and then they like popcorn. They sort of all fall into my lap, and the like mound of critters they build is just like just tall enough to like reach above the level of the table with just like a little bit of them peeking out. Like a squirrel puts her fingers on the edge of the table, just like.
So, as you're all sort of seated at the area, eventually you watch as sort of meals begin to come served out to the area. It doesn't seem to be anything crazy. I actually made a. Where is it?
Are we supposed to be hearing music, by the way?
Is it fucked up?
'Cause the game is paused, so I don't know if that means no music.
Maybe you change the music tab. It can
Yeah.
sometimes wait to start until you
I'll fix
look
it.
in its direction.
Play, damn you. There we go. What came up? You play?
So,
Yeah.
as you're all gathered about and begin. So, Jungun, I see you've brought your friends. I've heard a few interesting stories about you all. It's a pleasure to get to meet you all in the flesh. Quite the cast of characters. And I see your entourage is beginning to grow. I see your entourage has grown more and more.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've recently decided that quality is better than quantity. These, as you can tell, my Gabriel and my other associates over here, they have coated them in steel.
Yes, I can see you and Gabriel have spent. You're quite invested in him.
Does she know Gabriel? I want to insight check that. Does she seem like she knows Gabriel?
Yeah, make an insight check. Go for it.
You could just ask her if she knows Gabriel.
No.
It's be a long dinner.
That's how these things go.
Reliable talent. Good thing. She's not being subtle about it.
So yes.
You can see in her face, yeah.
Okay.
How you have so please tell me more about the ventures you've made with Gabriel over the past few months since you've retrieved him.
Well, first I didn't pick him up till later on. We went to the Granite Den. That was very cool. We fought some sorcerers. Ooh. We went to my home. We saw my father.
Peculiar. Interesting. I was not aware of. I'm not aware of your family tree. That news is not exactly spread across the city.
Well,
I'm glad you got
he's
to
not
meet
my
him, though.
father, but he calls himself that.
Oh, I see. So, an adoptive figure.
You can say that. He didn't really raise me or at all, but he calls himself my father. Well, tell me about yourself. I see that this place is wonderful. I loved your Bahir statue.
No,
The legs are very cute.
No, it was once a very real Bahir. It was a gift from my husband before he had passed. He was a very eccentric man and liked to see many parts of the world, given the nature of his studies. I guess given the fact that I have invited you out, it's only courteous that I at least introduce myself to you in a proper way. My name is Aberlona Velafreme, as the invitation should have made you aware. I am currently the person in charge of running the ends, Districts of the Dead, and making sure that everyone who passes in Revedia is given their proper burials and is respectfully taken care of. Jugan, could you guess why I wanted to speak to you today?
I'm assuming you need me to do a quest for you of some sort.
Not exactly, dear. Well, I'm sure you meant it in a way not of malice. You have done something that's, we'll say, has a potential to upset a few people. I don't know the reasons you've chosen to do so, but simply put, Gabriel was not yours to take. And I'm sure while you may feel like he was, that was an irresponsible thing of you to do. I'm not saying that because I'm going to take him from you today. I think you should be aware of the danger you're putting yourself in.
She's not saying that because she's going to take him for today.
Yeah, she said she's not.
Oh, I thought you said the opposite of that.
Oh.
Oh, we
I
should
was like,
fight.
food fight.
I'm a little confused. Okay, so you're saying that she's not taking Gabriel from me today?
She's not. No, yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe I misworded that or said it wrong.
Not today.
Luckily, his family has not yet found out about your excursions. I do not know how much longer that's going to last. And if they do find out, I'll be the one that has to explain to them what has happened and where he currently is. Do you understand that, Jugan?
You can always direct them to me. I'll talk to them.
Respectfully, Lady Valfram, is Gabriel really so busy in death? But he can't be my companion's companion?
No, the dead generally aren't very busy. But there's a certain respect that must be paid to those who have passed. I cannot speak for everyone, but would all of you, if you were to pass, prefer to be taken on as these undead beings controlled by another?
No. No. No.
I would.
I would, Juggin, I would not. For me specifically, I would not, please.
I can hear Sparks saying, "No,
No.
absolutely not." He's looking,
Echoing
turning
throughout the
towards.
room.
So,
Well,
I've simply called you here because before from what I'm aware of, you've done great services saving to other people, and I don't think you're a bad person based on what I've heard. I'd at least like to know why, or at least know your motivations.
no. Well, prior to his death, he told me he wanted me to keep his body, and that's what I did.
And you're aware that
My understanding that he was having no. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. 'cause I hadn't read
I
your
remember saying it was
opinion.
some sort of falling out with his family. I mean, I wasn't sure about why, but that's what he told me.
Well, I'm not aware of the full history of his family. I knew that he was a bit of a problem child in some ways. You know, I'm sure you, while it may seem rude to say so, and I hope you don't take it as such, it is generally frowned upon for those of some classes to be carousing around with barmaids and such. I believe that was Jungan's previous profession. Remember correctly.
She did a lot of jobs, but that was the one that she met Gabriel at.
Yeah. I just wanted to speak to you today because I want you to be aware of the fact that despite their falling outs, it very well could be the case that if House Gawain finds out, they could want to regain possession of Gabriel, given the fact that they believe that despite their falling out, at least in his death, he belongs to them.
Is there some sort of statement that says that?
Those of House Gawain tend to be very protective of each other through various means. However, they are one of the few who I'm aware of who has a staunch opposition to the ideas of things like resurrection, given the fact that they believe it lies outside of a natural life cycle and that it shouldn't be done. I can't say I fully agree with them, although it may seem like I do, given my profession. But, at least in their eyes, what you're doing could be seen as, what's the word? Almost sacrilegious. The word I'm thinking of?
Blasphemy.
Heretical.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I understand that was Gabriel's wishes. And frankly, I don't know the full story of what happened between you two. I figured it was worth making you aware of.
I appreciate it. I'll look into getting a lawyer.
Juggernaut, I don't know much about city life, but even if you had a lawyer, wouldn't rights usually come to his next of kin?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Waiting
Person
to hear more about
responsible-
this. Huh?
As a person responsible for such things, yes, they generally do.
Not sure if you could really argue that point, but maybe it won't come to that. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do with, you know, uh, Skinny Gabriel.
However, well, I admire your optimism, like a college again. I fear that they may not use such straightforward means if they believe it became necessary. The founding families have influence in Revedia, and not just in the city. And there are many ways that they can use to, as shameful as it is, being one of the people who is part of them. There are many ways they can use to circumvent such systems that normal people would be subjected to. Even if it were to come to case where they tried legitimate means, it wouldn't be fair to you. And I don't believe there's a world that it would be. However, as I said, I suspect it'd be something a bit more underhanded than that.
Do you have any more
How-
advice for me? Oh, go ahead.
How would they find out?
Well, given, how do I say? There are ways to track down things through arcane means that would make it rather simplistic, given that I'm assuming Gabriel does not have any magic enchanted onto him that would prevent such divination. Finding Gabriel itself would be a rather mundane task.
Then couldn't we simply get such a magical artifact? After all, Jogan's not disrespecting Gabriel, her
His last wishes.
well, I was going to say her bow. So couldn't we simply mask his presence?
Yes, you could attempt to. That could be an option that's available to you.
Question?
Shut up.
Ooh.
Shut up before I throw some shit at you.
That was like straight up like Tim Allen noise right there.
That was like some
Mhm.
Scooby Doo
I dare you.
shit.
Blanket's covering his head. He's fumbling to get it off. Fucking goober. Look at you. Fucking fool. Get out of here.
Kalis, I'm not one to hide such a thing. I would rather just go to them directly and speak with them with this matter.
What if it doesn't go in your favor?
And I like towards Gabriel and I hold his hand. I'm like, life is a long time. Both life and death are in a constant cycle. And if I don't meet him, if I lose him in this life, I'll see him in another.
That's
Wouldn't this meeting with the Goaens be better, more easily treated if Gabriel were to able to speak himself?
If they care for what he says, then yes. There are methods to communicate with those who've already passed.
I mean, you say he speaks to you, but no one else can hear him. That might be a bit disconcerting.
I feel like I have definitely cast Speak with the Dead with his skull or over his body. I think that's something that wouldn't be weird, though. It wouldn't be a real conversation, just me asking him questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, we probably could bring him. There's probably a way to have a more of a lively or a soul type of thing going on. I don't know. Could you explain to me more about the burial rites? They want to do it, Gabriel?
The what? Say it again?
burial
The
burial rights.
Yeah.
Burial rights.
Well, generally, they're put to rest with the others of House Gawain. That's put the burial rites themselves. Remember which god they worship. It's rather mundane, as most people know. It's just simply the fact that the issue simply lies with the fact that he is returned in the first place.
Do we get kind of like a Raven Queen situation?
Raven Queen. I don't know what that means. It's going over my head.
That's the Forgotten Realms god of like death and opposing undeath. So if like they were like natural order zealots, then that might be something they're interested in. But I'm not sure if that's like a thing in Raid.
Oh, again, as I said, they very much believe in once you're dead, you're fucking dead. Like that's your natural end, and you shouldn't be brought back past that point in any way, shape, or form. And that's sort of the issue with Gabriel, is the fact that while he is not alive, he is. But I guess the major reason I wish to speak to you is because I was curious about how you felt about something. I personally do not share the sentiment that one's first death should be the true end of them. If I did, I'd be a hypocrite. Given I've had my fair share of natural life cycles. The question I had in mind was how you would feel about once again being with a real Gabriel.
I look at her, eyes just glistening. That would be stellar. Bless far.
That would not clear you of any concerns of prosecution or the ire of House Gwen. I believe that if he were there, he'd be able to make a much stronger case than if you were having to do so on his own, on your own.
How would you propose me to be able to do this?
Well,
Or rather, if you say that you're able to do it, what we'll have to do in order to make this possible?
well, I suppose you're right in the beginning. I just found a very roundabout way of doing so. I did have a request for you all. However, I did not wish to be presumptuous with it. I wanted to make sure that if you were to help me, you'd be having a service done for yourself. As you may be aware of, several years past, my husband was met an unnatural end by hands of others. And normally, that would be something that'd be able to be resolved, especially among the nobility, ourselves. However, the ability to return him to me was something that was stolen from me, given the fact that whoever had taken him had taken his soul with them. I know it would be a Herculean task, but I think a lover for a lover is a fair trade.
Can I have one more with my company? Yes.
I'm not asking this is something that's done immediately. I'm sure you all have much more pressing matters than an old woman's gripes. Something for you to consider. Call for Basilios when you wish me to return. I'll leave you all to it for a moment. As he sort of gracefully sort of stands up, and she sort of steps out of the room.
Oh, she didn't have to step out the room. I was okay at talking in it, but go ahead. I feel like you're about to say something. I mean Atomic.
Yeah, talking to me. I missed what was the quest again? Just in real brief.
What's it called? Her husband cannot be revived because his soul was taken when he was killed. And
We don't know where his taken is.
no, she didn't give any of the details. But blah. Fuck words. Long story
So
short, in order for him to be revived, his soul must be retrieved.
Okay.
Or at least freed. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while y'all think about that.
You can say we don't have to do it now, but I can't. Well, I'm assuming it's a quest that will take my party with me. I can't just go by myself. But I don't really want to take you guys away, especially the fact that we do have other pressing matters.
Well, I think the first question, Jurgen, is this something you would want?
Heaven, or not heavens, far. Of course.
I'll help you, Jogan.
All right.
Of course I'll help you. Something that could reunite you with the one that you love? Of course.
And a complete of metal. Okay.
Say that one more time.
And a meta way of saying it, I can see this blowing over in her face so bad. You bring him back, it's like, oh my god.
I'm
What
excited.
happened?
Well, I mean, if you resurrect him, like, you know, he might leave. He might do anything. He's got free will.
Yeah.
What if he would remember his time as an undead?
Oh,
I don't know if it works like that or not.
I don't think he's been here. I think it's just the skeleton.
That might be for the best.
Exactly. Like when we bring him back, he's gonna have a body. He might still be a skeleton.
I mean, yeah, depending on how she does it, technically, yeah. She could just bind his soul to the bones or something like that.
I feel like the implication was that he would be flesh and blood again.
True.
Just
But you never
bones
know.
with the personality.
He's already bones with personality. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're
Silly
right, yeah,
bones.
Look at that hat.
I like to imagine that as soon as Valframe leaves, like Jurgen tells the her skeletons to chat amongst themselves, and they start like rattle, 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 rattle. Just like
Mhm.
the bones clacking. Hello, Elijah, standing half in
Hello.
frame.
You just get the
Yeah.
credit for now.
What do you think, Zelstar?
We're here to help each other whenever we can. You did help me with my family issues, so I'm always here to support you and fight for what you want or need. Or I'm here for you, kids. I don't know.
Aww, Zelstar. And I give him a big hug.
Oh, don't do that. No. I'm not here for
Too far. Too far.
too far, too far. But if I die, don't resurrect me into
Don't
a
resurrect you.
skeleton. Well, don't resurrect me I'm a bunch of bones, preferably.
Don't raise.
I would love
you
to feel my
undead.
flesh when I wake back up.
Technically, you're already a bunch of bones.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're on the pro bone husk side of the
I
equation,
guess.
Aaron?
Or
Pretty sure no one probably wants to be turned into an undead skeleton.
No.
Pretty sure, except for Jungum.
I'm still waiting for an answer, Taryn. What do you think?
Oh no. If I could have some abilities, maybe, but I want to be like my own sentient skeleton. I wouldn't want to be controlled.
Yeah, I mean, someone gets a lucky hit in and I go down. I'd like to be alive again. It's within your power. No
Yes.
pressure. But I would want to be alive, not undead, alive.
At least, until there's a lot of unfinished things I'd like to see too first before I shuffle off this mortal coil.
Okay, just out of curiosity, do you guys want to sort of wrap there and give you some time to think about it, or do you want to finish this conversation?
I think we need more information, right?
I kind of want to wrap here.
Yeah, I think we should wrap here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you some time to sit on it because it has a stunning amount of implications.
Yeah.
I think I also want to remember like what else we have on like our docket of shit to do.
Yeah.
Harder Reveed, Crimson View.
Yep.
Right. It's just a matter of like how pressing are each of those things, I think.
Because technically, for not in Reveed, you don't got to really deal with this.
Wait, can I just bring it back myself?
With what you
Huh?
Hmm?
You don't have any resurrections, but it would take like true
No, I have
resurrection.
resurrection. I don't have true resurrection about resurrection.
How long has he been dead? What's the time limit on resurrection? I'm pretty sure it's been way too long.
It's no more than a century.
But is it restored
No,
body?
it's what? I think it's like no more than a year or something. Am I crazy?
It didn't die of old age and that isn't undead.
Oh no, you're right. I'm stupid.
So if you never brought him back, you'd be able to. But Gabriel is undead.
Ah, you fucked yourself.
But if you killed him, he's no longer undead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
It doesn't say has never been undead.
Yeah, if I just turn it back into a pile of bones, I probably just.
Mm,
Yeah, but then he's a dead undead,
Yeah,
not a dead humanoid.
What do you
Okay.
mean? It says in here. It says, this spell neutralizes all poison. No, I'm not gonna fight this. Let's stop here.
I feel like because
I've-
I'll just say nothing good comes of trying to cast magic on technicalities.
I feel like I've seen you go through like 6 different drinks in like the last 20 minutes.
There's this. There's these.
Yeah. There's the water bottle.
There's this. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was right.
It's only 4. It's only 4. Everything else is empty. I gotta drink some. Why I think I kept going to the bathroom. Okay, but yeah, we'll call it there. We'll leave it sit on for a little bit. And hopefully we'll play again soon.
Yeah.
Que sera sera.
This is not going to go well.
Bye.
That's the most exciting part about